Checo.
Hey.
Wonderful to see you, sir.
You good?
Welcome. Yeah, very good. I'm just trying to mop my brow. Yeah. My cameraman's defaced the mural by writing on there.
Okay.
That's outrageous, Smithy.
1, 2, 3, you hear me okay?
Can you hear me from here?
Yeah.
Smithy, let me know when you're ready, Shaq. How's that? Cool. All right, here we go. Checo, we are at the airport. Can I ask why?
Well, we've done the best race I've done in a while, I'll say. You know, at least the hardest one.
Looked like a lot of fun. You guys are good sports. I mean, back in the day, drivers used to turn up at a weekend and drive. Now in the digital age, they've got you boys doing all sorts. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I mean, there are so many things that we get to do, especially with Red Bull. We get to race in different sort of asphalts. That it's quite enjoyable.
And you get to clean the floor at the airport. Wonderful.
Wonderful, yeah, exactly. At least people can enjoy it now, a clean floor.
A lot of fun. All right, singers. Oh, I should say, this extraordinary, yes, but very loud. So I apologize for shouting at you for the next few minutes.
And we're gonna get wet.
We are gonna get a little bit wet.
Which is not bad because it's quite warm here.
It is quite humid. Yeah. All right, here we go. Singers, the scene of your epic victory last year. The question is, can lightning strike twice in the same place?
It would be great. It would be great to do it once again, you know, in this place, one of the hardest races. The circuit layout is different this year, which is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
See what sort of changes it does to the rest of the circuit.
Okay. We're all aware that the start of your season, the start of your 2023 campaign was great. 2 wins, 2 second places out of 5 races. Since Miami, it hasn't been plain sailing. Why do you think that is?
I think the main reason is that I lost track on the car. You know, I think with the Barcelona upgrade, things started to be more difficult on my side. You know, things like were not coming so naturally anymore, and I had to go really deep with my team to understand, you know, and figure it out. And I think we've done a good progress in that.
I was thinking that the pressure you must be under is extraordinary. It seems to me that sometimes you're between a rock and a hard place. Your teammate, Verstappen, is becoming one of the greats. Sometimes it feels like even your own team are against you. Helmut Marko in the press recently made a bit of a faux pas, you could say. That would be a good example. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it frustrating?
I mean, from the outside, it might look like that, you know, at times that it's not everyone in your corner, and you might feel like things are harder than it should. But to be honest, as an athlete, you are focused on so much day to day on things that you have to do, on things you have to improve to get the performance out. You know, there are so many things that you can focus on, but they won't bring a single tenth or a single hundred, you know, and we're here to find those tenths, and it's what we daily working on. So, and I also know that in the team I have full support, and everyone wants me to succeed, and it's how I feel. You know, we are in this together, and we are giving the best. And at the end of the day, it is really important to make sure that we enjoy.
How enjoyable is it being Max Verstappen's teammate? That seems quite tough.
It is tough, you know, because the guy is like a machine. He delivers practice after practice through the weekend, doesn't make mistakes. He's driving at a very high level, and we have to respect that, you know, and I think have admiration for what he's currently doing and making. But at the same time, it's a great challenge to have.
Of course. Staying on the subject of pressure for a moment, that's Max on the other side of the garage. Daniel Ricciardo is back at AlphaTauri, well, kind of back. Either way, it feels like he is circling your seat. Are you kind of like thinking, hey, Ricciardo, you had your chance, back off, buddy?
No, not at all. I mean, Daniel is a great friend. I get on really well with him, and this is how the business is run, you know. Everyone, I mean, let's say 90% of the drivers will come to Red Bull for sure, you know, because it's a great car, it's a great team. Even Daniel was already here a few years ago, so he he wants, I mean, there are a lot of drivers out there, and the competition, I mean, you are competing at the pinnacle of the sport, so everyone wants to have your seat, and everyone wants to have the best possible seat, you know, so
Yeah.
it's just normal. It's up to everyone to deliver, you know. There are a lot of youngsters out there as well, so I mean, it's up to any driver to perform. You are talking about 20 seats, and probably there are only very few seats that are so interesting as this one.
When you put it like that, it sounds so hardcore. Is this your media-friendly, like, chilled vibe that you'd like to put out there? Are you this relaxed behind the scenes?
I am this relaxed. I mean, at least this is the approach I take to, you know. It's not like, or like I will hate Daniel because he wants my seat, for example. It's just like, it doesn't work like this in the sport. I mean, what I'm talking about is what a lot of athletes out there will understand what I mean, you know what I mean? And we all understand each other. We all want to do the best possible job for ourselves, for our careers, for our families, for whatever, you know. It's just how the sport operates.
An athlete's mindset. You're locked in with Red Bull until the end of next season. What's the ideal scenario? Staying with Red Bull or finding a new challenge elsewhere?
It's so far away, to be honest, you know. I think right now I really want to finish the season in a high, because that will only help the start of next year and have another shot at it. And I think learning what went wrong this year together with the team and making sure that doesn't happen again, it's key to me, because I had a period of races where I didn't enjoy it at all. It was really frustrating. And we'll see, you know. I mean, you're talking about long time at the moment, but the ideal scenario, I'll say that things work out and we managed to extend for a few more years.
Here's a question. If you had to choose another team to go to, who would it be?
The one that is winning. You know, I mean, I just want to be in the best possible car, in the best possible team. I mean, have the right equipment, the right operation tools. But it's also very important that as a driver that you feel that you can contribute a lot, you know, into the car development, into growing together with the team, and that sort of stuff. It's something I find really interesting, you know. But right now, I'll say that I have that with Red Bull. It's a great challenge, you know. Being Max's teammate really pushes you to the maximum, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I want to continue, you know, because I am pushed to the maximum. I don't think you can do this, or I cannot do this job at 90%, you know, 90% throttle. I either go flat out or I'd rather go home.
Well, that's the thing. We're glad you haven't gone home. We love having you in F1. And we spoke a few years back. You'd just been ousted from Racing Point, and it felt like the writing was on the wall for your F1 career.
Yeah.
Here you are, still in it. But did you ever think it was going to be this hard to stay in Formula One?
Yeah, I always knew that things can change very rapidly in this sport. This is how things are, and that's why it's so important just to give your maximum, you know, because the day that you go home, you can go in peace with yourself, knowing that you gave it all.
And you have given it all, and Red Bull have absolutely reaped the benefits. I mean, you guys have won 24 of the last 25 races, which is mind-boggling. Do you think you can win every race this season?
I think this one is going to be certainly the toughest one to win. So let's see. I think if we are able to win this race, then things are looking better, but still so many things can happen.
Sergio Perez, always an absolute pleasure, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Go well.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. That was great, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, mate.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
We good?